Memorial Sports Desk, joined by my friend Jimmy Logan. Jimmy, how are you?
I am wonderful, Steve. It's just got an extra step in your foot. Step in your trip. This cold weather again, huh? How about that?
Well, it apparently may get a little snow tomorrow, it looks like. But first, the Associated Press Top 25 college basketball poll out this morning. Auburn, number 1, 6 straight weeks.
No question about it. That game was incredible to watch from a distance, and I've talked to some folks who were actually there, and it was incredible to be in that field house. Wow.
The Iron Bowl on the basketball court. How about it? Auburn defeated Alabama. Hey, Florida 2, Duke number 3, Houston 5, and Tennessee number 6 in the poll.
I think that Tennessee has had a couple of bad runs, but I think they can be back in this thing in the top 5. That's where they want to be.
All right, Jimmy, tonight our high school basketball postseason tips off. It's the District 6 AAA tournament. So we'll start with, this is Bradley's district. They'll play the tournament at Chattanooga Howard. The Bradley Central High School Bearets start their quest for a third straight state championship. And the Bears, both teams will play Howard tonight. Girls at 6, boys to follow here on Mix 104.1 and the Mix app supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Bradley starts out their tournament run tonight.
And Bradley's got excellent coaches and excellent players. It's just a great program, which the Bradley Central High School has in the sports activity world.
But it's absolutely incredible. And again, you can follow all that tonight on Mix 104.1. Now, beginning Thursday night, District 5 AAA will start their tournament. That'll be at Walker Valley. That is Walker Valley and Cleveland's district. So we'll have, of course, the 2 separate districts. This is the final year. They'll all get back together beginning next season, which will be a lot better for everybody. But between Mix 104.1 and our sister station, ESPN Cleveland, 101.3 will have all the coverage. It's time for our weekly Logan-Thompson Law segment. We're joined by the Logan of Logan-Thompson, James F. Logan, Jr. Hello, Jimmy.
Hey, Steve. Lots of things are going on around the country. A lot of people are talking. This morning there was a group of about 15 people talking about what's going on in the world. And I think that's a subject of conversation. As opposed to us talking about each other, we're talking about folks we wonder what's going to happen and what the things are. It is a time for us to reflect on who Americans are and recognize that this too will meet it, will survive. Things are going to be good again, folks, in the United States of America. I don't understand what's going on in the country. I've not talked with anybody who did. I was talking to Eddie Cartwright.
Hey, hello.
And when Eddie doesn't understand what's happening, we know that there's a lot of things for us yet to learn about what's going to happen in our country. I was in a meeting last night with about 25 people in Bradley County, and they just sort of got together to talk about what should we do in our community. And I said, folks, it's a time for us to be calm. It's a time for us not to be overly concerned. Let's do our jobs. Let's do our work. Let's perform the services that the public needs, and we're going to be okay.
Certainly so. Jimmy Logan, of course, the Logan-Thompson Law Firm, and it's there's a lot of wisdom in that, I think.
I think that there really is. It's just a time for us to refocus on our lives individually, but recognize that we need to be able to contribute to each other. And that's what we hope that we're doing in our community, Steve, at Logan-Thompson. We call it a tradition of legal and community service. And that's where we're going to be tomorrow and the next day and the next day. We're there to provide legal services to people. When a problem arises in your world, we just had this happen last Thursday, a family trying to resolve a matter which existed. One of them came in, we got the others together, and we were able to solve the problems, telling them what we believe the law is. And actually, Steve, the law is supposed to be, and almost all the time, is fairness. What's fair under the circumstances? And we can be of assistance to people, oftentimes with very little money, even though there may be significant sums of money at play. But just sitting down and talking together and what's the law. I love George Westerberg. Do you know who George Westerberg was?
I do not.
George Westerberg was a lawyer in Cleveland, Tennessee, whom I talked to about a fellow named Bob Manley in North Dakota. He is the lawyer, and he holds court in his office in North Dakota. They travel about, everybody within about 250 miles comes to Bob, and they sit down and they work the problems out. They don't have time to sit around and argue about how many jurors are going to be able to make it to court, to the courthouse out in North Dakota.
Wow.
Well, that's what George Westerberg was. He was a man who was so widely respected in Cleveland, Tennessee, that people on either side of a fence trying to move the fence 2 inches or 100 feet, and they respected George Westerberg enough, people would go to him, they'd go to their neighbor and say, "Hey, Steve, I just don't think we're going to be able to settle this alone. Let's go talk to George Westerberg."
Wow.
And he had that much integrity and respect for him. People had respect for him. We solved problems. That's what one of the most significant parts about practicing law. Try to help people solve problems. So if you've got a dispute, Steve, you need with what's that lady's name?
This is Bridget, who's taking a vow of silence. Go ahead and talk here, because she said she can't.
Good morning.
She said she sounds a lot worse than she feels, which I said, well, that's always been the case. Yeah.
Well, I was overcome by her smile and the beauty of her face.
Oh, see, there we go. Then we got Fruit Loops back there. Say hi to Jimmy, Fruit Loops.
That's okay, Fruit Loops. I'll come and see you in a little while.
Good morning, boss.
Good morning,
Jimmy.
morning.
But folks, when you have a question about what to do, take a few minutes. There are some other lawyers in town. If you want to find somebody that you might not be able to get an answer from. I shouldn't say that. I saw Barrett Painter this morning. Good man that he is. But that's what we really like to do. Now, it's great fun to try a case and get a great result. As you know, we've been very fortunate in our community in getting large sums of money awarded. But the problem is most people don't have enough insurance coverage, even in simple car wrecks. Guess what? You go to the hospital, an emergency situation, you have a few x-rays, and maybe they take a few tests and things of that nature. You may incur a medical expense that's substantial, even though your insurance coverage may cover it for health insurance or a portion of it. So it is so important that people seek aid and assistance when they're confronted with those things, and maybe get 2 people together. We've done that just recently with a wonderful businessman here in town in a dispute involving something that he did not want to have happened, but it did. He came in, got his insurance company. We sat down and worked it out.
And that's why they're there, the Logan-Thompson Law Firm. Of course, LoganThompsonLaw.com, and one of the fastest growing law firms in this entire region. Jimmy, great seeing you. We've got a lot going on here, and so
well, where's the chamber this
we'll
morning?
talk soon. Well, that'll be we got a couple weeks on that, so we've still got some time.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah. All right, buddy.
Take care.
Jimmy Logan, everybody, and we'll come back with more in just a moment. Solutions Finance of Tennessee, your home